Now we look at the blog spot. It said, it's continued to say, the journey of pen has been long one, 57 long years to be exact. It started on the 16th September 1963. From that date until this very day, it has been one long litany of betrayal and discrimination against Sarawak. So what is the discrimination against Sarawak? You see a lot of people out there, they just accuse. They said this is not good for Sarawak, this is discrimination, this is uh, this is not right. But what is not right? What is discrimination? You must be very specific. You must tell what has been discriminated against Sarawak. So I give you one example. What is has discrimination that have happened to Sarawak and Sabah? We look at IGC report. Look at the real documents. Look at Malaysia Agreement. Look at IGC report. Look at Federal Constitution. Look at state constitution. We have our own state constitution. Use it and look at it. What have been breached? So here I give an example. Discrimination against Sarawak. I will not just talk discrimination. I will prove it. You look at IGC report Annex A, which is legislative list, administrative arrangement, and assurance. Also, Annex A is the rights of Sarawak is written in Annex A, and then later all this right is inserted in the Federal Constitution in the 9th schedule. But the condition was not written in the 9th schedule. But I will tell you what is the discrimination happen if you look at the IGC report. We look at item 9A2, which is under the state list. Ports and harbors, not so declared. One of the discrimination that happened, okay, I start with the rights of Sarawak on ports and harbors. It said it is under state list. Port and harbor, not so declared in Sabah and Sarawak, it is under state list. Bintulu Port supposed to be under state list. It was taken by federal. Port in Kuching, port in Sandakan, port in Kota Kinabalu, it is all under state list. And the condition was given there to empower all these our rights on port and harbor. The condition is the federal government will not interfere with the present policy which aims at administration of ports by port authorities. In respect of port fees and dues, discrimination should not be introduced designed to divert shipping from current trade routes. So what happened today is all the shipping that come from Taiwan, from Japan, from Korea, all has been diverted to Port Klang in Selangor, Tanjung Pelepas. This is not supposed to be happen because our trade routes cannot be discriminated. It's the words is specific there, no discrimination. So what happened is our goods, all the stuff that we buy in Sabah and Sarawak become more expensive compared to Federation of Malaya, because all trade routes have been diverted, and all this diversion that was made by the federal government is discrimination. It discriminates Sabah and Sarawak. So I can prove you that is the discrimination on our rights in item 9A2 of state list in the Annex A. You can find also the similar item in the 9th schedule of the Federal Constitution. So I give you that information. Now slavery. We look at Article 6 of Federal Constitution. It is the same with discrimination just now. One of the interesting quotes about discrimination and slavery. When we talk about discrimination, it is always have a relationship with slavery. Discrimination is the fool that powers slavery. You know, it caused slavery. If there is any discrimination in Sabah, in Sarawak, or any parts of Malaysia, or in the Federation of Malaya, if there is discrimination, we are leading to slavery. That is what happened. All the port trade routes, shipping routes have been diverted to Port Klang instead it it's supposed to go to directly to Sabah and Sarawak, but it's divert to Port Klang first and then sent to Sabah and Sarawak. That is discrimination, and discrimination will lead to slavery. You know what slavery in federal constitution? In federal constitution, you look at Article 6 of federal constitution. Article 6, clause 1, it said, no person shall be held in slavery. So we are not supposed to be a slave. There's not supposed to be a discrimination against Sabah and Sarawak. No slavery. Federal government rectify this mistake. They cannot divert the shipping route. All go to Port Klang. They cannot do that one. That is discrimination, and it will lead to slavery, and no person shall be held in slavery according to federal constitution.